Hey, what's going on, everybody? SDCC is coming up next month, and it feels like, we've already done some updates, but we are going to get more updates every day, every week, and we're going to talk about some of the newest ones from this week, Marvel Legends, NECA, and some other ones that, might be a sleeper hit, so stay tuned, and don't forget to enjoy the show. Peace. Test. Audio is working. Oh, please don't tell me it froze. Hell yeah. All right. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. And what's going on? What's going on? We've got lots of new toys to talk about, lots of new announcements, and some pickups too. So thank you for tuning in on this lovely Wednesday evening. There's some crazy announcements today that I don't know. Did they shake the toy world? And tons more. San Diego is preview night is July 23rd, 2025, and of course I'll be headed out there thanks to the support of everybody, right? Everyone who watches the channel, everyone who's a channel member, all your super chats, etc. And that gives me the opportunity to go and get interviews, talk to these people who are making toys, show you what the newest stuff is from there, and we have some access to some cool events. And so if you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm going to be going live for multiple events, multiple occasions during Comic-Con, from the 23rd to the Sunday. So, this is one of the channels you should be following. There's going to be tons of great toy people out there, but appreciate you watching here and checking it out when I am in San Diego. We're working on getting some new equipment for interviews, better sound quality, better coverage of the con. So again, channel members, super chats, all that stuff doesn't go like to line my pockets. It's to upgrade the channel, upgrade the content, which in turn hopefully is more enjoyable for you. So thank you for tuning in. We've got, I want to say a quick hello to people who are in the chat watching this live. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you for tuning in. We've got first in the chat, Taco Boy. What's up, Taco Boy? We're going to be hanging out. Taco Boy and I are going to be hanging out. So be ready to see more of Taquito on the channel. It says the hype for SDCC keeps getting bigger. Let's go. We have video power gaming here. Richard Reyes, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. Modest Toy Collector, good to see you again. Johnny Cock, thank you for being here and always for your support, my friend. Wolverine Rogue, audio. Wolverine Rogue 1980. What's going on? Samrock is here, and of course, Bitter Troll. Appreciate you. All right, San Diego Comic-Con today. That's what we're all here for, right? Today, there's a special multi-pack that was announced that's going to be available at San Diego Comic-Con. People are going to be clamoring for this, lining up, and whatever you do, don't message me and be like, Kevin, can you go get me this? Because I'm not getting this for you. It's the hottest item that I don't think I have a chance in hell in getting it. And here's the first one up. This is the official Syndicate collectibles set, the 2025 Comic-Con exclusive of the Golden Girls. You seen it here? Shout outs to Toy Shiz for posting this, right? This is going to be the hottest set for everybody. Why did I say it that way? For everybody. What happened to my chat box? Syndicate Toys is it's not really a huge company that I am aware of, but what is the demographic for something like this, right? What age were people watching Golden Girls? Like, if you were like middle-aged, are you at Comic-Con now buying this? Unless you were younger at the time watching this with I don't know. If you're watching this live or on the replay, for every product that comes up, please make sure in the comments you let me know whether you think these are dope or nope, because it's always interesting to hear the feedback, right? Ethan's here. Good. Thank you for tuning in. Johnny says, so what you're saying is you won't get one for me. Oh, well. I mean, for Johnny, if you want a set of the Golden Girls, I'll do what I can. I don't think I'll be getting one for myself. So if there's a luggage allotment, that could be it. Modest Toy Collector says these aren't even gold. It's not James Bond, the man with the golden gun. Is it? I don't know, man. That's so funny. They're not even gold. Convention exclusives should be gold. All right. From the same company, like along the same lines, Three's company, from Syndicate. I mean, let's go to Syndicate. What are these guys up to? We're gonna get to the Marvel Legends, guys. I'm just having a little fun, having a little warm up here. Ultimate Double Dragon is pretty cool. I don't like that clown. Oh, this company. So they've been making these posts, right? Um, what action movie? So like this one here. We want to know which ones you would want on your shelves or desks. Old Boy, I've seen that. Ichi the Killer, I don't think Ong Bak I've seen. The Raid I've seen. Hard Boiled, obviously. Chow Yun Fat, that is a staple. The rest of these I don't know, but it's cool that they're making these polls, and I'm wondering like, are these all on deck? Are these all available? Are they going to go after it based on what people are commenting? So this company is now I know why the name is familiar, because I remember seeing this post. And then they had another one a few weeks ago. Which characters from The Wire would you buy figures for? Would you buy McNulty? Right? Stringer Bell. Obviously, Omar is a cool one to have. But I don't think I would do 3.7. Oh, no. It says here 3.75 with pi. No. But tell us what you think. Would fully articulate 7-inch collector figures earn a spot on your shelf? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that Rockaware visor is a staple. This is awesome. Yeah. So that's Syndicate. Bitter Troll says, finally I can make the Golden Girls kiss. Did they not do that on the show? D Sertle's here. What's up, D Sertle? Johnny Cox says, if Attack Peter lets you skip the line, I might ask for a Mondo hookup. Yeah, you gotta call get Peter. We gotta get Peter on here and see what's good. Jack Tripper should come with his 70s little booty shorts wore back. I don't know what that is, Bitter Troll. Is Jack Tripper just, they needed a name and they took Jack the Ripper and made it Jack T Ripper? Speaking of Mondo, hell yeah. Always a huge fan of what Mondo is doing. Well, let's modify that statement. I'm a fan of a lot of things that Mondo makes. Not every property kind of strikes a bell with me, rings a bell with me, strikes a chord. But they do a lot of stuff, and the reaction that they get from the wide range of fans and collectors out there, maybe not even necessarily collectors, but just fans of stuff in general. The fact that they excel like that's really cool to see. So they dropped this week up for pre-order, and this is something that has been shown off before. This is the Mondo 1/6 scale Carnage from Spider-Man the Animated Series. It says limited to 1,500 units. Again, Mondo, they have my holy trinity of shows of 90s cartoons in 1/6 scale. Spider-Man Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series, and X-Men, the animated series. Obviously, naming conventions weren't crazy back then. They're just starting out. And let's just give people a title they know and what it's going to be. 1/6 scale Carnage. Venom, I believe, is already up for pre-order, and he's massive. He can hold. I think he's out. He can hold like the full 1/6 scale Spider-Man in that marionette style pose. Um, the sculpting on here, the paint on here is really cool. It's just, I think the what's the word? The shading called? Johnny, I'm blanking out. What's that? Sh- shade? Cell shading? Cell shading. Oh my god, I'm getting old. The cell shading doesn't seem as obvious on Carnage as it does on Venom. You see like Venom's got blues and pinks and reds all over on each side. Is it just the color scheme of Carnage that doesn't lend to anything else? Like it's there on the unmasked part. But damn, that is a badass Cletus Cassidy head sculpt. This is really cool from Mondo. Let me know in the chat if you're picking this up. Okay, one more convention exclusive, and then we're going to get to the Marvel Legends reveal from today. Let's go to the wonderful folks at NECA. They showed off their Ultimates Surfs Up Chucky 7-inch scale action figure Child's Play 3 2025 convention exclusive. For the previous 2 years at San Diego Comic-Con, it was an ALF exclusive. One was like a convention goer, and then what was the one last year? I can't recall the one last year, but they're always really fun con exclusives, right? That is a character that you know. You take a character that you know and you kind of make it a little fun version that you don't necessarily need to have, but like it's a cool get if you go to San Diego, if you're at the con. So I think these are cool. The Alpha one is cool from years past. So this is dope. I'm not even a huge I'm not a huge horror guy. So Chucky isn't like a must get for me. But if you look at this looks fun as hell. They already have is this their theme this year? Because we've already talked about their Turtles 4-pack, which is also a surf theme. So that already has a wave effect in their cartoon wave for the Turtles. This looks cool. Is it? It says copper top. It's not copper tone. It's got a little bottle of sunblock there. Very retro looking sunblock bottle. Got a little soft goods towel. Coming to Comic Con this July with limited exclusive pre-sale June 18th to June 20th on the NECAstore.com. Surfboard, the little water wings. It's a cool set. So in the years past, we've used the ALF exclusive as a microphone when we interview people. Like we put the mic on and use it as the microphone handle. Would it be creepy to use this? Like to shove a Surfs Up Chucky in someone's face, asking them questions? Featuring the same articulation and scale as the rest of our Chucky Ultimates, he's ready to hang 10 in his Good Guys themed rash guard, board shorts, and flip flops. Accessories include interchangeable heads and hands, sunglasses, suntan lotion. This is cool. This is cool. I think I personally would have been more into like a Sesame Street exclusive, but I wonder, like, you know, you have to get approvals for things like that. Modest Toy Collector says, is it worth going if I don't have tickets to San Diego Comic-Con? Is it worth going? Like, is it worth going to San Diego in general? Or is it worth going to Comic-Con if you don't have tickets? But, like, should you get tickets? I'm not sure. If you don't have tickets, I don't know. Like, people say there are a lot of activities that happen around downtown San Diego, which is true. Just personally, I've been there the last 2 years, and maybe because I'm more concerned with like appointments that I had and getting content, that I wasn't really paying attention to how you get to everything around the convention area, what's available to me. and that usually is a fear of mine. It's a real stress maker. That's not a good word. Mentos, the stress maker. Yeah, but like, I'll randomly see something on social media and I'll be like, oh, this is here at this time. And, I got to walk there and make sure I get there in time. So there are things exclusively inside the con, but there are tons of off-site events, little pop-up shops, things like that. That obviously, like, it's one of those huge events once a year that makes the downtown area a whole bunch of money. So everyone's in like restaurants change their themes, and I think they cart out the unhoused from the downtown area. Is that the PC term now? Like they get them all out of there until Sunday, and then Monday it's like, "What's up? I'm back. I'm back." All right, I'm just making sure I don't miss any other convention exclusives. We did talk about the NECA turtles on the last episode. Right, there you go. They're also surfing. They're also riding that wave. So this was reveal number 2. The first one was the Ben Cooper with the Halloween mask. Is 3 Wednesday? Is 3 this alien? This doesn't say it's the exclusive. Oh, here you go. I can read. Con exclusive number 3, Universal Monsters 90th anniversary glow in the dark retro Bride of Frankenstein 7-inch scale action figure 2025 con exclusive. I'm not really a monsters guy, so this is out there if anyone is interested. Limited exclusive pre-sale June 18th to 20th on the NECAstore.com. That's really got that vintage style. It looks like that old Obi-Wan Kenobi cloak, that plastic piece. Sam says still hoping NECA announces another Alpha exclusive. They usually have a few, so I just say hold on, right? I don't know anything, but maybe there's a possibility, dude. I feel like they've already done a Surfer Alf. Am I mistaken? Anyway, if you're still watching, please give a second, hit the thumbs up on the video. I'd really appreciate that. It lets YouTube know that you're enjoying this video, and possibly other people who want SDCC exclusives or are interested in it might like that as well. All right, here, let's bring it up to, after that nice commercial break, let's bring it up to the star of the show today, the real multi-pack that people are clamoring for today. Came up out of nowhere. My friend Taco Boy put it in the Discord, which, by the way, join the Enablers Discord. It's awesome. It's packed full of amazing collectors. We talk about toys all the time. There's different channels for different toys. You'll find something there that you like, and if not, you can make a request. We'll probably make a channel for it, and you can talk about it with other collectors. But this showed up in the Enabler Discord today, and boom. Does this zoom? Hell yeah. I was like, is this real? Is this a leak? Because the Jada toy stuff was leaked, and I didn't want to reshare it. But this is not a leak, ladies and gentlemen. This is 100% real. Revealed from CBR, Comic Book R. This is a Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Game Reverse, the Savage Land 3-pack. Dole, is the Ghostbuster stuff convention exclusive? I'm so, like, Ghostbusters is such a blind spot for me. Yeah, I'll try to flip to that later, but I don't know. And what's up, Dole? Good to see you, man. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. We will be seeing more of Dole as well. And if you're a Star Wars collector, we haven't even seen Star Wars exclusives yet from Hasbro being announced. But Dole and I will be on site. We'll be hanging out again at, but this time in San Diego. And we have a new channel called DL44 Network where we focus all of our Star Wars content on that channel. So if you search up DL44 Network, make sure to subscribe, and we'll have content from San Diego for Star Wars there as well. So appreciate it. Thank you. Dole says yes, the Ecto Glows are SDCC exclusives, and I think there's a new HasLab. Dude, I don't know. Sometimes I see Ghostbusters and I I just hit the snooze button. All right, back to this. Back to this. So we have here the Savage Land 3-pack branded as Marvel Snap. I don't know. I think this is the first Marvel Snap branding that I've ever seen from Marvel Legends, which I'm not mad at. I personally I was a huge fan of Marvel Snap. I still am. I just haven't played it in months thanks to the new Game of Thrones mobile app. But I was, I was inspired by Snap. I was collecting characters that I didn't even really want, but because I played their cards so much and I collected all the artwork, that I'm like, dude, a Snap line would be really cool. So to see this, I'm really pumped, but I'm like, Sauron, like, no one play. Do people play Sauron? Do people play? Some people play Shanna the She Devil, which is the character on the left there. And I think I have alternate variants of her. And of course, Rogue, not as common maybe, but the Savage Land Rogue for, not just Snap fans, but comic book fans and other waifu lovers really were looking forward to having a Savage Land Rogue. But I think with Kazar and the Zabu Build-A-Figure that was out, that, like, these were coming. These were coming and people were expecting it. So Sauron was a Build-A-Figure. I can't recall how many years ago. It was a really, I think at the time, it was kind of like, it was like a top tier bath, right? I think the beak opened and closed. The wingspan was awesome. I forget how the tail was. The hardest part was figuring out how to display it. Because do you stand it on a shelf with its wings like this behind, like spread out behind everybody? And if he falls, he's clearing both sides of him, taking everybody out, right? The other option was to have him in this flying motion, maybe like drop some fishing wire and hang him from somewhere from the ceiling. But regardless, it's an incredible Build-A-Figure. This paint job on this one, it's more the colors is more saturated. The previous one was a little bit lighter, so I think this one looks a lot better, especially with the changes in color on the chest there and on the inside of the wings. This looks dope. Hey, what's up, the Ruckus? Bro, we're gonna see you in San Diego again. I think I've seen you 2 years in a row, right? We got Winger Lose in the house also. Balantabor, good to see you. Yeah, paint job on that is fantastic. And they've added his psychic effects there. So those little pink those pink boomerangs. It's a boomerang. All right, you know what? Let's look at the next picture is the back of the box. Let's look at the back of the box. When I talk about colors being more saturated, look at the artwork on the back of this thing. This thing pops, man. This looks so good. Did I not say Sauron? Or did I say Soran, K-Mac? You could cure cancer, but instead, I just want to turn people into dinosaurs. The Sauron is so. If you missed the Sauron, this is a cool pack. I think historically, I just realized it has the same power, the power and energy as Snap cards on the back. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just noticed what those numbers were. Oh, that's so cool. Is Sauron a 3/4? Yeah, this is cool. That's very cool. This is exactly, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have to write a letter to somebody. I had an idea like this. I'm gonna write some letters after this. Yeah, but this looks sick. So it's just like the Marvel Snap cards. It's got your energy and power on top. The character's logo at the bottom, and again, colors super saturated. Very cool piece. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Ruckus, do you think it should have been Zabu so soon after the bath. Nah, man. No, this is cool, and this gives an opportunity to people who didn't get Sauron years ago, because I think at the time it was kind of hard to get, right? You had to get all the pieces for that one. I think he was tougher to collect. So it's an amazing spot to reissue that figure. This makes a lot of sense. Historically, I think convention exclusives are available on Pulse afterwards. My memory sucks. So, and of course, in Canada, we're lucky because GameStop or EB Games would get some con exclusives afterwards. So, like the clamoring, it's not as crazy, and I think we do have an opportunity to get that there. So, I will get this because it looks awesome. I can't wait to get it. I love Snap. I'm just worried. It's a wide box, but Sauron isn't like a thick figure, so it might be like, the thickness of a regular Marvel Legends box based on the other characters as well. Balantibor, yeah, it's a great bath. Ruckus says, I had Sauron on a flying pose using a hanger stand. You're a brave man, sir. Taco Boy digs the paint job. John, what's up? Hey there, using the MCU lizard body. I knew that was reusable. Isn't it? Yeah, the legs look different. The legs look different. You know what? I didn't even I Do I have a side by side? That's a good call. MCU lizard, huh? What's up, RMD? RMD is going to be there in San Diego. Hell yeah. Balantapor says the typeface looks like Roguff. Gatey's Toys, I can hear Rogue making anime girl grunts all the time, and I'm here for. Hey, I mean, a lot of people are hearing that sound. Sometimes you just look at an image and whatever it triggers in you, that's you can't control that. The Build-A-Figure was called Carl Lycos? Ruckus? I don't remember that. I don't think I'm gonna get two Taco Boy. One to unbox and that's it. I'm not a one to rock, one to stock kind of guy. It's just one to unbox and that's it. Is Savage Land Magneto in the Snap game? I don't believe so. I'd never seen that variant. Bitter Troll, have a good night. The legs are pinless. Yeah. The legs are pinless, but it looked like one of the photos the arms were not. All right, first up, they're gonna, out of box. Shanana na na. The She Devil. Double jointed elbows, bicep, double knee. Huge range for the legs in that area. Looks like there's another torso ball joint. Hair is awesome. Hair looks crazy. It looks like there's a boot swivel, like a calf boot swivel there as well, which is great to add to the posability for her. Sniper rifle or spear. They keep covering the body. You can't see, like, is there a diaphragm swivel? It'd be a good place to put one because of the break of the jungle Savage Land robes, right? So it's hard to see. Next up, I mean, guys and girls and everyone else, let me know in the comments. Is this Rogue dope or nope? All right. Is this everything you were waiting for, hoping for? Shanna has a butterfly too. She got a little butterfly joint there. Wait, is it? Dan Yoon, if you're out there. I know sometimes Dan is creepily watching. Creeping and watching, not creepily watching. Because is that like extra flesh outside of the robe there, or is that a butterfly joint? I can't see the other side. There's a lot of people messaging me. I put up some stuff for sale. Rogue. Dole says Rogue is dope. Taco Boy says dope, but I'm safe. This didn't get you, bro? I mean, this looks like it has a good range even without the butterfly. Again, is there a diaphragm swivel up here? at the bottom of the what happened to her clothes that ripped so strategic? This is like comic book clothes ripping. Hulk's pants, Rogue's clothes here, her outfit. My abdomen's really hot. No butterfly to me. Yeah, I mean, is she doing a Hulk clap? This is another cool spear. What are we thinking on the inkjet printing on the face sculpt? Sculpt, I think is incredible here. It looks like another boot swivel there as well. Um, I mean, I think this is the showstopper for everybody. Yeah, that doesn't look like it has a butterfly joint. You're good, Dan. Dan. Uh, but double elbow, right? Double knee. Also has the little sheath, and her necklace is bone in. Yeah, this is fantastic. This is super cool. This is super cool. Look how posable they've been able to get these. Um, RMD says, how do I get just the savagery rogue? That's the question. I mean, buy it and then buy the 3-pack when you're there, and sell the other two. Although, dude, this, like, sometimes you can part out a 3-pack. I don't think you can part this one out, dude. Actually, that's not true. If someone doesn't go to Comic-Con, they can't get this, but they want Sauron and Shanna the She Devil, I guess maybe, and then you can keep this, but I don't see that happening a lot, man. I don't see that happening a lot. A different expression? Yeah, I could see that. But I mean, this is already pretty packed out. I don't see a price for this yet. But Rogue has a whole bunch of extra hands. Here we go. I think the tail is definitely new. The arms might be the same because it still has the pegs there. Oh, he's got the hypno eyes. He's got the hypno eyes here. I don't remember if the first one had this. I have it somewhere, guys. It's a serious problem. I've had 3 like 50-liter or 70-liter bins of Marvel Legends, because I took down my display. So like displayed stuff, not displayed stuff, they're all in these bins, and it's a lot. So I'm having a hard time just finding the motivation to go in there and display everything. So far I've got like my animated Spidey shelf, an Avengers kind of like OG team, and my HasLabs on the new shelf. But he's got the hypno eyes, uh, very detailed inside the beak there. And again, there's that the saturated colors, the paint job, purple and green kind of go perfect together. Um, the textures inside the folds of the wings, it's so nice that it's kind of gross. The wrinkliness and like the, what's the word? The skin like epidermis, like this looks like a fingerprint zoomed in. Legendary poser, what's up, man? $90 US, you think? Oh, Ringer Lou says there were no hypno eyes on the bath. There you go. There you go. That is a great upgrade, right? All right, I'm gonna pull up a picture of the old bath afterwards and maybe compare that. I mentioned earlier he's got the boomerangs. There you go. I I guess they're one solid piece or 2 solid pieces. That makes it look like they're coming, oh, off the bridge of his nose. Um, resting on the bridge of his nose, unlike uh small-nosed Asians who can't have glasses fit on properly, Sauron's got that going on. And it's lined up right from his hypno eyes, which is pretty dang cool. $89.99 US. Thank you, Taco. That looks great. What are we thinking? This is a rumor price. Oh, I should have a toy show where it's just toy rumors, but it's called It's Not a Rumor. This is so good. This is a great pose. I don't want to cure cancer. That's the one. So I made a reel today about this, and I tried to do a voice for Sauron. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's tough. It's tough. Um, did the Build-A-Figure have? I don't think the Build-A-Figure had different wings. Again, it's been years. I don't like when they have the wing plates that you have to connect like Vulture or something like that. I like this um molded in wing onto the arm. This is awesome. Big bridge nose. Yo, don't that's I mean, we're talking about a dinosaur is all I'm saying. They're all wearing loincloths. I feel like if this was on a Marvel Legends live stream, Dwight would say something like, "This is the most loinclothy set in Marvel Legends." You know, sometimes when they talk about Wolverine, it's like, "This is the most chest hair or arm hair figure." I feel like he'd say, "This is the most loincloths in a live stream." So you've got a bunch of different spears, the sniper rifle, the hunting rifle, the upgraded Sauron, which is cool. Yeah, I already saw on Facebook collector groups, Marvel Legends groups, Marketplace, Sauron is on sale fast. He's on liquidation right now. If the Marvel Legends guys are wearing loincloths in the booth, props to them. That'll be insane. This Sauron is using a rope belt. We're gonna lose. I don't want to trade belts with you because your belt's just a piece of extension cord. Hey man, he's ragging on your cord. Yeah, this is an awesome set. I think that's the last photo. Yeah, 16 of 16. Ryan Dole says the Mo 2 streams might have you beat on loincloths. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, yeah, like it could be true. I don't think the Legends team can claim anything from the Mo2 streams. Marvel Legends, Sauron, Bath. Let's take a look. This is an eBay ad, open image in a new tab. Here we go. Oh, dang. All right, let's share this. Okay, so original Sauron Bath, just red eyes. Yeah, there's still some gradient paint in the wings, right? The darker areas, and then more lighter in the middle to give it a translucent look. This one had the Batman belt with all the pouches, like Ringer Lose noticed and spotted. The legs. Here we go. Let's zoom in here. These legs, kind of big scales on the front versus this one, indeterminate. But this is pins. So you know what? It might be lizard legs. Who knows? And the tail definitely is different. The old one was just a pointy point, and this one has like that kind of leaf shape at the end. Pin legs. Thank you, Ruckus. Taco Boy, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That, of course, goes towards the SDCC Equipment Fund. I don't know why the bar didn't move up there. Did a message pop up, guys? Oh. But thank you so much. Taco Boy says, Bandai needs to stop playing with our emotions and reveal something. They actually have a... Here's me drawing attention for my own live. But I think they're having a live stream on Instagram tonight. But they're talking about a new My Hero Academia reveal. So I don't know if they're going to announce anything there afterwards. Would be cool, though. Would be cool. So yeah, arms, head. Like here I am looking at his cranial structure, like I'm going to notice anything different. This body has just the upper, or like the abdominal cut there. Kind of the same. Okay, what's this? This ab area looks like a Klingon forehead. It's the same. It looks like the same pattern, doesn't it, friends? Is it the same body too? It looks like the same body. The the contours of this of the abs there. I'm a great observer. Bendy wire tail would be cool if it's just another piece that they were gonna pop on. Oh wait, no, never mind. This tail does have the wide shape at the end too. I mean, it's an awesome figure, guys. I'm not gonna nitpick whatever and say like, you know, this is different, that is different. Those, like, it's factual. Those are similarities. That doesn't mean it's worse, right? This looks cool objectively. Colors are vibrant. Purple and green go perfectly together. So I saw a post the other day. It's like, how come all of Spider-Man's villains are green, right? And it's just like, I think it's or like purple and green. And I'm like, isn't that just color theory? Like, you have a main character who's red blue, right? So it just looks great on like a full page splash or something like that. But I think also someone mentioned that it was like a printing thing at the time, that getting greens and purples into comics was new. I don't know. It's just so interesting. This is something Jason Lapidus would be good at. Good at explaining. But hey, guys and girls, everybody, let me know. What do you think of this 3-pack? Is it luggage worthy? Is it space worthy in your suitcase, in my suitcase? Is it worth lining up for? Taco Boy is out, but you know, he might change his mind. He might change his mind, and since we're rooming, you know, I might have to rub it in his face. No, we'll get Taco Boy one if he needs one. Taco Boy says that Sauron and Rogue becomes more tempting the more I stare at it. Maybe it's that eye paint job that they did. That paint job they did in it for you. Who has all the Ghostbusters stuff? Dole. I know. Props to YHS. They had an event in New York for Ghostbusters Day, which is really cool. They had like a live podcast in person. They were doing reviews on the spot. They had Ghostbusters movie related people there. I don't know anything about Ghostbusters, but it's really cool. But they had a lot of the reveals covered too. So props to them. Hasbro Pulse has a new pre-order for the Ghostbusters 4-pack. Dole says we'll be in line forever. All right, we're going to look at the Ghostbusters stuff real quick, and if I can't find it, I'm not going to dwell on that for too long. Balantibor says buy one for all. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't think it'll be the Savage Land 3-pack because it's kind of big. But what I have done in the past is get something from a convention, couple of like stickers as well, pins, whatever the booths are giving out, and make like a prize pack that I can give away to either Patreon or YouTube channel members, just as a thank you. And again, like I said, this trip and this kind of coverage is possible with everyone's help. Like, I can apply for press and get the coverage, but there is like a financial aspect to it that the channel isn't really at a level where I can attend all of these events. So everything that everyone's been, uh, your views, your shares, super chats, channel members, gifted memberships, all of that helps get me to the event and again, um, cover this stuff. So that I think that it's so awesome that I want to bring something back and do a giveaway if and where I can. All right, there's going to be a new HasLab Proton Pack, the 1984 version. Again, I've heard some beef that there's some reuse in this, or that you know this is like there's some reuse of another HasLab. Ghostbusters fans, sound off. Let me know. Is that a problem? Is that a problem if it's screen accurate? I know the old ones you can change things around and modify it to be different versions of the proton pack. Um, or are the people who are complaining about this the ones that are trying to flip their previous proton packs, or the new neutrona wand, or things like that, or the trap that they're like, I can't flip these for crazy money anymore. Josh Brown, what's good, man? Good to see you. Richard Reyes, thank you so much for the $6.99 super chat. Says have fun at SDCC. Thank you so much. I hope you have a safe, fun trip. You will be there with me and with us in a small way. So I'm working on making that happen. With some of your artwork where you drew the enablers as X-Men. I'm working on trading cards for San Diego Comic-Con. So of course they're going to have your name on the back and everything. Let's talk. Let's talk. I have time to get it to the printers. We just have to draft it up. But I think that'll be an awesome thing to have for Comic-Con. So thank you for your support. Thank you for you drawing us. You said that it was a stream that changed your life, but it was just us goofing. I mean, I like the idea of Ghostbusters. I just don't follow it. Star Wars stream June 13th in 2 days. Hopefully, some Comic-Con reveals there. I hope it's not another HasLab because I am not ready for that. Just not ready. Bringaloo says this proton pack is the first reused HasLab. Door has been blown open for reused HasLabs. How long for repaint variant Sentinels? Ooh, is that good? Is that a good thing to have? What's the consensus there for reused HasLabs? Dole, if you're still here we go. But if I can't get through this, you know what? You can go watch this on the Gotham City Tonight stream that starts in about 11 minutes over on Ryan Dole's Gotham City Tonight channel. I'm sure he's going to talk about this too. The Ecto Glow Ecto 1 vehicle pre-order drops at SDCC. And then I think it's these that are the Ecto Glow. From what I understand, these are the originals are highly sought after. They're rare. They're expensive. So this is a reissue of those. Now, are people going to get mad at this? I don't know. I'm not going to judge people on this one because I have no skin in this game for GB. Yeah, RMD, dude. Let's make it a yearly thing. Let's line up for the Star Wars panel. Help each other out where we can, bro. Taco Boy says it kind of defeats the uniqueness of HasLabs when they reuse. The uniquity of HasLabs, definitely. I think when you say like, oh, we want to crowdfund this and this is going to go towards the expensive one-time tooling of something like this, right? You're going to get something you've never seen before, and it's got unique tooling, and you're going to have, we're paying this much money is because it's going to be, it'll only work here kind of deal. And that's, and that like you pay for this mold and you're going to get this item. Now, if it's reused, does that new HasLab have less, like a lower cost. I don't think that's possible. I don't think they're going to set that precedent of like leaving money on the table somewhere. So, so I get it. I get it. It is something something that seems like they promised like a only here exclusivity kind of deal. Exclusivity is a word, right? Unicity I know is not a word. A couple of reveals within the last week that aren't exclusives, but I think are worth mentioning. If you're a fan of haiku is the poem, and I know this is a very popular anime. We got two of these coming out from SH Figure Arts. I don't know them, but I know people like it, like animated heroes here. Relax, dude. Relax. Haiku. Settle down, dude. This I also don't know who this character is. This is a whole stream of I don't know who this is. I'm turning into Robo, but I feel like I see this character in a lot of different merch, different toy lines. Um, but now if I go from that Haiku figure from SH Figure Arts, now we move over to this Blockies, which is just tearing up the game right now with their buildable transformers and different lines. But I mean, this is a full action figure. This is a model kit, right? And I have one of their action figure model kits, the Saint Seiya one. It's fully articulated. It looks like a great action figure. It poses, moves, and plays like an action figure. It's got swappable hands, swappable expressions, hair swap with the helmet. So I mean, they're kind of changing the game, right? Is this a loophole? Is this a loophole? Is this 1/12 scale? So I'm fairly certain these are all model kits, which is again kind of changing the game. And I wish DK. By the way, you guys, if you hadn't heard, DK has retired from unboxing Thursdays, from what I miss, which is why we haven't done an episode in a long time. So I'm just like kind of trying to find different content, some new videos for the channel members and Patreon to have early access for. There will be a new video this week. I'm working on that right now. Well, not this moment, but this week. But if he was here, I'd have him read this about SH Figure Arts Borsalino Future Island Egghead One Piece figure. Again, adding to the I don't know who this is. He's got a light sword? That is sick. Look at his pinstripe suit. This has got this admiral jacket. I don't know what's going on. Expressions are dope. If DK were here, let me see. What would he say? Um, yeah, this is dope. I think it's accurate. But I'm not really collecting Egghead Island, so but it's dope. Okay, that's my DK. I don't think he talks like that. Belantabor says, I hope they never reissue the HasLabs I have, and I hope they reissue the ones I don't. Yeah, reissue the sail barge. Brad Harper, you make a good point here on this. You're breaking my heart with these plastic coats. Damn. Oh, DK did like this. Perfect. There you go. Chat, is there anything else from San Diego that was released that you think I should talk about? I'm going to catch up real quick. Yeah, we're going to lose. That's a blocky, dude. They showed it off at one of their cons a few months ago, and it looks pretty damn good, right? Quimmin Taylor, good to see you, man. Good to see you, my friend. Where is that four-armed character Dwight was talking about? I mean, it could be at San Diego. When I'm in San Diego, I want to see that Gamerverse line. Okay, guys, Gamerverse seems to be this this awesome. Is it a loop? Is it a loophole? Is it just a way to throw in characters that they don't have a place for? Like, it's not Marvel versus Capcom, right? For that last 6 release program that they have, but they're Marvel versus Capcom players and looks, right? So they don't outright call it that, but I think they're working around it to get that. But like Marvel Snap, is that something? Anyway, Gamerverse is awesome. I love that they put the Gamerverse graphics and design and theme on the back of the box. Again, the powers, energy, uh, the logos. I used to just pass on Gamerverse stuff just because it was from games that I didn't have um, the opportunity to play because I don't have PS5. Uh, I just don't game. I just don't game. It takes a lot of my time that uh, I could be making videos and editing videos. So I kind like I quit Call of Duty for that reason because I felt like I was really slacking and procrastinating on content production. Taco Boy says, "Are you grabbing DK that Jetfire transform?" He didn't ask me to grab him anything. I'll ask him if he needs anything, but he didn't ask me for that. Brad Harper, what's good, man? Brad Harper says, "MVC, half naked women. That's Gamerverse, baby." Who's saying that? Who's saying that in the Marvel Legends meeting, Brad? Who can we see Dan saying that or Dwight? Dwight's not in marketing, so I don't know if he does. Would he do those pitches? That is outrageous. RMD says, "Are you pre-ordering Cap versus Venom Penom, the Venom Tupac tomorrow?" I am not yet. Um, the thing is, I did pre-order. I did pre-order. What's his name? Psylocke and Thanos last week from E Collectibles. Oh, what is this background? Oh, oh, that's better. I did pre-order Psylocke and Thanos last week. Um, Cap is like, I really really like that Cap. I thought the Secret Wars Cap was going to be my definitive Cap, and then before that, I thought this other Cap was going to be my definitive Cap. But the 2-pack one is definitely my definitive Cap. That's going to be on my shelf. Uh, but I don't need a blue Venom. I don't think so. If anyone wants a blue Venom, who doesn't like Cap, please let me know. Brad Harper says, Dan, quote, "It's the only, it's the only way." Balantibor thinks Ryan could have made that pitch. Can I see Ryan say Gamerverse baby? Maybe. Uh, but hey, guys, those were a lot of great reveals. I'm going to be keeping track of more throughout the next few weeks. Obviously, ramping up to San Diego Comic-Con, there's going to be more and more. Obviously, there's like artwork and other merch, but I'm going to try to focus on action figures that we'll see, but also things closely related or things that I think are awesome. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about more SDCC stuff going forward. What else? Tomorrow is Thursday. We're back with Unboxing Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. My guest is the one and only Brick Something, and we'll be opening some new stuff. And I have to defend myself against some slanderous comments that were made about me, at me, and towards me. And next week we have some great guests as well. So like I said, I'm trying to put out some great content for everybody, whether it's the weekly unboxings, pre-recorded videos, and of course going to Comic-Con and checking out the newest toys, the booth tours, things you guys want to see. Let me know. Hit me up if there's anything specific you want to see in content. And of course, appreciate everybody who is a channel member, everyone who's watching, everyone who shares, all the super chats, all the gifteds, everyone who supports. I do have a Patreon. You also get early access to those videos ad-free on Patreon. And again, all of this stuff goes towards helping the channel grow, get new equipment, get new content, things like that. So if you have a second, leave a thumbs up on the video. Appreciate you. If you're watching a replay, comment down below. You know, what was your favorite thing that you saw tonight that we talked about? What are you excited for from San Diego Comic-Con? I'm just catching up on the comments. RMD, get out of here, dude. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night. Make sure you head over to Gotham City tonight for more Toy Talk with my friend Ryan Dole, and I'll see him in San Diego. We'll be back tomorrow night. Peace. Oh, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Peace. Wait, what's my outro? Thanks for watching and keep toying. I miss DK.